Notre Dame probably conjures up images of football, strong Catholicism, maybe very serious business students. But did you know that it's actually the place for an emerging student-written musical theater program? Let's go inside and take a look. Notre Dame's mission of producing student-written musicals began with Stupid Humans in 2019, followed by An Old Family Recipe in 2021, look familiar, and an adaptation of Cyrano in 2022. Now, a new composer has stepped up to the plate, Solomon Duane, an architecture student currently developing Dawn's Early Light.
When we got sent home due to COVID in March of 2020, I had a lot of free time, so I started writing the show. It was a story I grew up hearing about my relatives, so I always thought it would work. It was very dramatic and would work well. Either on stage or on film, I'd explored a few different things, but ultimately wanted to try out a musical. So I wrote the first verse. I started just writing a song and then kind of went from there.
The story follows the Bastani family in 1942 at the start of the Second World War. Tommy faces off with his Italian immigrant father, Val, on issues of identity, family, and safety while wanting to fight for his country. And when tragedy strikes, the family tries their best to salvage their struggling relationships. Like its predecessors, Dawn's Early Light is being workshopped by students in the musical theater minor through a semester-long class.
It's been wonderful. You do have to have a thick skin. Having 19 people in a class.
You're mean.
Yeah, you are. You especially.
Yeah, definitely.
You give them a run for their money. But it's been great. Having 19 people in class, everyone collaborating, sometimes clashing, and then I can take that home. And, you know, after you see a show, you're talking to your friends, or at least us theater nerds. You talk to your friends, you have these really in-depth conversations, and it's great to see those conversations playing out before the show has even happened.
As a member of this class, I feel like I can give you a pretty good idea of what it's like. We always start off by catching up with our fellow students. Then we often group up for a discussion led by our professor, Matt Hawkins. On this day, we delved right into the show, putting Act 1 up and on its feet. The show artfully blends sweet moments of connection with points of conflict that feel personal and genuine.
My real name is Tommaso.
Did you come over?
My father.
Why'd he leave?
I don't exactly know, but things were really bad over there. Look, I understand if you want to leave.
What? No, I don't care. A little red sauce never hurt anyone. You're not with the mafia though, are you? Oh, that sounded funnier in my head.
I get it a lot.
Can we start over?
What?
Here, let me just, okay. Hi, I'm Reagan Griffin, and we danced the other night, and I thought you were really cute, and luckily, I gave you my number before you rushed off with your drunk friends so we could schedule our date, and here we are.
Well,
Tommaso, we have a family in Italy. My siblings, your cousins, all of them.
But you left because of the fascists. Let me fight in your name.
No! You're going to stay here in my name. We have a duty to our family, to our people. You will not be part of their suffering.
But they're the bad guys. We owe it to America to fight.
Tommaso, I hate Mussolini, and I hate what he's done to my country. But it's still our home.
How is it our home if we don't live there?
We're Italians, that's enough.
But I'm not from Italy. This is my path and I want to take it. If I enlist, I can prove to everyone and to myself that I'm who I'm meant to be.
You already have a path in life, and I've done everything I can to set that
And
up
of
for you.
course, the struggles of a musical still in progress.
Can I try this? You don't have to. I don't have to.
Movement is another essential component of the show. We were even invited to attend a swing dancing workshop with the show's choreographer, Theresa Thomas. Be forewarned, I am no dancer.
6, 7, 8, we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I've never gonna want myself dancing to be on camera, but this is good to have for the archives.
What went wrong? Jack.
See, I told you. But seriously, look at all these other dancers absolutely killing the game.
6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Dance is an essential theme in the show, with the character Lucy, Tommy's sister, who dreams of being a professional dancer despite her father's wishes.
And I know each dégagé, every pas de bourrée sewn into one. The melody, a tapestry.
But it's really the heart-wrenching moments that make the show what it is.
Mama?
Yes?
Therefore, I believe that it will be necessary to lower the present minimum age limit for selective service from 20 years down to 18. We have learned how inevitable that is, and how important to the speeding up of victory. I can very thoroughly understand the feelings of all parents whose sons have entered our armed forces. I have an appreciation of that feeling. Mama, what does that mean?
Tommy could be drafted now. They don't have to wait until he's 21.
Maybe it will end soon.
It won't.
They can't take you.
Yes, they can. And maybe they will.
Jack's brother said I won't be in danger if I enlist. When you enlist, you tell them which branch you want to serve in. If I'm drafted...
They'll take one look at his last name and put him on the front line.
You're not signing up. I won't allow it.
This makes no sense.
You don't need to get involved. Let the Americans go fight
I
this.
am American.
You will not be out there shooting our relatives, our people.
Don't you want the Axis powers to be stopped?
Yes, I do. But I also don't want to see my country burned to the ground.
Give me your papers, Tommy. I'll sign
That's
them.
not happening.
I don't want to see him go, Val, but if this is our only chance at making sure they don't put him on the front line...
They could do that even if he signs up. You don't know what they'll do to an Italian. I've been there. They have no pity for us. We're useless. Human waste. I will not let Tommaso sign up to be a body shield on some European beach. I know what it feels like in the lowest level of a ship, how every wave pushes against the walls, telling you to go back. And there's not a single thing, no matter what you do, to turn that boat around. You will not make my mistake. I've gone through hell here. They treat me like dirt. But every time, every single time, I pick myself up off the ground. I do it for you, so they can succeed. And this is how you repay me?
No matter how tragic the subject matter gets, we always make sure to regroup and share a good laugh.
Well, yeah. I also was picking up on that too, and which was surprising because that was not an intentional choice. But when I started the show, Jack was like the charming, yeah.
Okay. From all of us here in the lab class, thank you, and
Buenas noches!
I didn't know the memo.
I'd be out there drinking.
One black coffee with no sweetener.
He ordered it every time he came to the shop.
And why should people be interested in this show?
Oh.
Why should they come to see it or support it?
I don't think they should. No, please cut that part.
I'm totally gonna leave it in.
No!
Unending pessimism. We are Americans. Why hold on to the past? What makes you think that dying countries...
You need to go.
You need to go. You need to see.
The kind of man that you were meant to be.